Hello and welcome to Kitchen Chemistry with Essential Wholesale and Labs. I'm Tinica, and today we're going to show you how to modify your own coffee butter scrub and make it a little less thick and hopefully foaming. You can follow along by clicking the More button directly below the video to see the full instructions and also for a link to buy the kit to do this yourself. So let's get started. You'll of course need coffee butter scrub. You'll also need Decyl Glucoside, which is a surfactant that I chose for its mildness and its ability to easily go into other products. Okay, so you'll also need a nice scale that it goes out to probably at least 4 decimal points. And to start, we'll need to heat up the coffee butter scrub. So I'm going to grab our hot plate, and I've already weighed out a pound of the coffee butter scrub, and we're just going to go ahead and melt that down. Probably we need to heat it to somewhere between 120 and 130 Fahrenheit. So we're going to turn on our burner and melt that down, and we'll be back. Okay, so our scrub is heated up, and I was wrong about the temperature. It looks like it melts down at about 95 degrees Fahrenheit. So somewhere between 90 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit it melts down. So you don't have to heat it quite as much as I thought. So I want to make this foaming. I'm just not sure how much Decyl Glucoside to add to achieve that. So I'm going to take my container and put it on my scale and hit tare, which brings the scale to 0 if your table doesn't wiggle around. I have a really nice sensitive scale. It's great. Most of the time. so now that I know that this is tared out, I'm just going to go ahead and add it to my scrub until I figure out how much I need to add to make it do what I want it to do. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put a little bit in there and kind of eyeball it. And I'm probably going to need quite a bit more. Okay. Okay. Okay, you want to make sure you mix it in thoroughly. Maybe I want to add even a little bit more. There's a lot of butters in here, so it's going to definitely dampen the sudsing effect, at least in the beaker. So let's see if I can't get the results I'm looking for. Okay, I think that's mixed pretty well. And I always like to use my bench also as a test place for me to see how is this going to turn out. So once I put it on my bench, I can kind of spread it out and see, how warm is it now, so I can get an idea of what it's going to look like when it's cooled down to room temperature. So it's at about 88 degrees Fahrenheit now, so pretty close to room temp. And you can see it's pretty liquid. And I think I like that consistency for this scrub. It makes it easier to wash off. And what I'm going to do is just test it in my hands now and see if I like the way it feels still. I think I like it. Okay. Yeah, I think I like the way that feels. That feels really nice. I'm not sure if it suds up, so I'm going to go and test that out and see if we get suds. Okay, so now I have a little water, and I'm just going to kind of test the activity of the scrub and see if I like it. Okay, so I get it on my hands, I get it good, and if I add a little water, what happens here? And it looks like I'm getting some suds. And I think I'm really going to like this in the shower. I get all the benefits of the caffeine and the coffee, and it comes off of my skin easily. Creates a little sud, so I'm not only moisturized by the coffee scrub and the benefits of the caffeine, but it washes off easily. So I think I'm happy with that amount of Decyl Glucoside. You can always add more if you think you need it. Ooh, my hands are so soft. It feels really great. Okay. Okay, enough playing with that. That was really fun. This is one of the fun parts of experimenting and doing this. So now that I know that I like that much Decyl Glucoside in there, I'm going to put my container back on my scale, and I'm going to record in my notebook how much that I used. So I used, it looks like 0.1696, and you might see my scale move a little bit. It's because it's so sensitive. That 5th decimal point just kind of gives me a place where I know if I need to round the 4th number up or down. So I'm going to stick with 0.1696 of Decyl Glucoside. And of course, I'm going to write everything down so that I can recreate this. I heated my scrub to 90 to 95 Fahrenheit, and I added the Decyl. Let's see if it'll write through where I got my notebook wet. Yep, Decyl. I added the Decyl at room temp, so that I know that I don't need to heat the surfactant up before I add it. I can just simply put it in there. Of course, you can take notes however is best for you to recreate it. I strongly recommend, though, that you do everything by weight. You'll have more accurate results in the end. And also, if you decide you need to scale up, it'll be much easier for your manufacturer to follow your recipe if you use weight. Whatever you use, make sure that it's consistent. So anyways, we hope that you enjoy this new foaming coffee butter scrub. Feel free to click the link below and purchase the kit. And thanks for joining us.